everyone. Welcome to the Ward's Auto Fast Chat with American Axle and Manufacturing to discuss driving innovation strategy during uncertain times. I'm Christy Schweinsberg, Principal Analyst for Ward's Intelligence, and joining me today is Tony Pistonisi, Executive Director, Innovation and Business Development for AAM. Welcome, Tony. Let's get right into it. Your title includes Innovation and Business Strategy. Can you elaborate on what that includes at AAM?
Certainly. There are really two elements to my role. The first involves leading a team of innovators that are designing our next generation driveline and propulsion systems. We, AAM, have been involved in the driveline space since we were founded in 1994. For the last roughly 15 years, more and more of our activities have been involved in designing, developing electric propulsion systems in response to where the market is headed. So a big part of our job, of my job, involves leading the team that's working on the next generation of those products, looking for ways to improve the efficiency, the cost effectiveness, and add features and content that our customers are interested in and add value. The business development element of my role pertains to our engagement in the venture capital space. We have a number of investments that we've made, and we use those investments as a means of being able to find startup companies that have technology that we are interested in engaging with, and potentially investing or collaborating or buying or selling product to in some way or another. And I lead up that effort for the organization and really connect both the product side as well as other elements from the business with that venture capital activity.
So what are you learning from your engagement in venture capital?
We're really learning a lot. Initially, when we started our work in venture capital, the thought process was around finding innovative product technology, and we certainly found that. We found interesting motor control technology, motor architectures for EVs. We found companies that are working on replacement materials to reduce the need for rare earth magnets in electric motors. We found companies with controls technology that make electric motors more efficient, improve the performance. So, that part has been successful, I think, in terms of being able to engage and find interesting technology on the product side. We're also finding and engaging with companies that are leveraging artificial intelligence to improve our product design process. So leveraging machine learning to improve how we design and optimize the electric drive units, as well as the conventional products that we design for our customers. And that's been an interesting development. It's not just around making that process more efficient, but also about being able to access design space that previously we were not able to access by traditional design methodologies. And we're really hopeful that there will be that activity will bear some fruit. Lastly, we're finding a lot of interesting companies that are leveraging artificial intelligence to improve the back office functions at companies like American Axle. So companies that are working on things like leveraging large language models to train our associates or using machine learning for visual defect detection, or using artificial intelligence to improve customs clearance processes. So, we're finding a lot of interesting technology that we can leverage in our back office as well. So really, it's been a fruitful engagement for us, and one that we continue to engage in.
For sure. I was wondering what the biggest challenges and opportunities are for suppliers in the current market, specifically relating to EVs and EV components.
Yeah, it's a good question. There's really, I think, a lot of uncertainty right now in the market. And it's always a difficult job predicting where the market is going to head 5 and 10 years out. And when you're working on technology, that needs to be the lens, 10 to 15 years out. Overlaying uncertainty about regulation and potential for relatively large swings in regulatory policy and incentives makes that job a little bit more difficult. So it would be good if we could depoliticize the conversation around electric vehicles and get some more consistent policy from the administration to administration. I think it'll be helpful for our industry, and it would allow us to be able to invest with a bit more certainty. So that's one of the big challenges. That being said, what hasn't changed is that finding and being able to produce technologies and products that deliver value to our customers, that are innovative, that are more efficient, more cost effective, and have features and content that our customers are looking for is really what we are all about. And if we can find, we as a business and we as an industry can find a way to do that, I know we'll continue to be successful.
With so many OEMs recalibrating their EV portfolios and volumes, how is AAM managing or adapting its short and long-term strategies?
At AAM, we talk a lot about dual transformation. And that concept is about the idea that we have, legacy internal combustion engine business that serves us very well since we were founded in 1994. And we have to optimize that business in light of challenges like, economic headwinds, supply chain constraints, epidemics, all of the other things that, and then long-term, some reduction in volumes in those areas as vehicles attrit from internal combustion engine to EVs, and long-term consolidation. So, we look at that business and we say we have to continue to serve our customers. We have to continue to optimize that business and use the profitability from that business to fund our investments in new architectures and propulsion systems for electric vehicles. So, that's a challenge that everybody in the propulsion space is facing. And frankly, we think we have a bit of a longer runway than a lot of folks because the products that we serve and the vehicles that we provide our products into, to a large degree, are trucks and large SUVs, which we think will have a longer runway because of the physics of electrifying those vehicles and the difficulty of making those vehicles really practical for some use cases. So we think we've got a longer runway than some, but we're really managing through this dual transformation. And that's been the case since, 2017, 2018. We've been practical and selective in where we invest our money, and that hasn't changed. And we continue to take that approach as we approach the market. So I would say that a lot hasn't changed for us. We've been seeing this movement towards electrification. We've been doing, and we've been engaged in that almost for 15 years now. And that's really still the same from our standpoint.
I'm curious what innovation means at AAM and how you're trying to build that into your company culture.
Yeah, innovation is really about finding new ways to do things and deliver value. And, there are three elements that I would think of as being really important in terms of our innovation culture. Number one is having a culture of respect, mutual respect. And we talk about this in every meeting. We actually open up with a mutual respect statement to talk about the idea that everybody that's in this meeting, their voice is valuable. And if they have an idea, we want that to be articulated and we want to give it its due. And look, the auto industry doesn't have a long history of being a listening culture. So I think this has been something that we've taken very seriously, and create that open dialogue is very important to have an innovative culture. Secondly, innovation and knowledge are innovation doesn't happen without deep knowledge. And we have a lot of folks on our engineering team and our technical teams that have a lot of experience. And we continue to nurture that and develop that. And that is absolutely critical to having an innovative culture. And the last point I would say is that, my team is responsible for innovation, but innovation isn't a monopoly. And we want to expose different parts of the organization to great ideas and see who are the people who want to run with those ideas and develop those ideas. And that may be around back office functions. It might be around tooling solutions. It could be around quality control or operations. Wherever it might be in the organization, we want to connect people to good ideas. And I'm excited about our ability to do that through the venture capital work that we're doing.
Great information, Tony. I learned a lot, and I'm sure our audience did as well. Are there any additional comments you'd like to add before we wrap up?
No, Christy, thanks for the time and the conversation. It was great speaking with you today.
All right. Thank you again. And thank you to our audience again. Thanks for joining us for this AAM Fast Chat. Until next time, have a great day.